Hello, everybody. I'm Tammy Devine. I'm one of the team members of Baby Life Begins. And while I am so excited to realize that you're here joining us at our launch party, this is our grand opening of Baby Life Begins. This is just an amazing organization that's going to show you videos and pictures that you may never have seen before. And I am so happy to introduce you to Bob Seamuth. He is the director of Baby Life Begins, and this is his baby, so to speak, his vision. And I'm so glad that you've joined us and that I get to be a small part of what we're doing here. Take it away, Bob.
Okay, thank you, Tammy. And I want to thank everyone who's joining us now, but also in the future. And I must answer this question first. Who are we? We are unashamed followers of Christ. We are a small but mighty team that believes that babies are real, living human beings, not pieces of tissue to be discarded. And we want to introduce the unborn baby to you in a way you've probably never seen before. Creating and leading this organization is really important to me because I can't imagine what life would be like without some or our children, any of our children. So our goal is to use social media for good by showing the evidence, showing and using stunning prenatal baby imagery and providing developmental facts that you might not have heard about before. And that is the why we are made in the image of God. So why Baby Life Begins and why now? Well, we live in a culture of death. When the preborn is dehumanized, it makes it easy to dehumanize anyone who gets in the way, and that is happening. One of our objectives is to be a help to solve the problem that 2/3 of the public mistakenly believe the human embryo and early fetus are merely blobs of tissue and therefore not entitled to the rights of protection and personhood. We want to stimulate a grassroots movement to rehumanize baby and marvel at the gift of life. So, how are we going to do that? We want to provide the evidence and the facts needed before any conclusions are arrived at. And we hope to ask more questions to the audience than give conclusions so that the audience can discover the answers. Now, will that work? Of course, it'll work because it builds on how God has designed the world. And what does that mean? That God has made the universe knowable, and God has gifted us with a mind that comprehends things in the universe like fundamentals of the universe, reason, information, logic, morals, and yes, even evil, and science. And we want to use the science of the preborn to marvel at how we have been made. So, if the heavens declare the glory of God, like it says in Psalm 19, so does the intricate design of the preborn baby show that we are made in the image of God. And we see that in Genesis 1:27. And there is a reason Jesus came as a zygote, embryo, fetus, and newborn. We want you to discover it, and we want to help others discover that too. We live in a unique moment of time. Technology allows us to reach billions of people in their own heart language, using the best imagery of living babies in the womb with peer-reviewed scientific facts, but it has to be short, shareable social media posts to get entry into the culture. Most people think with their eyes and act with their emotions and have a very short attention span. We want to work within that grid to share the wow of who baby is. And it has to be relational. That means one-to-one, peer-to-peer, friend-to-friend. It's what changes hearts and minds. And that's why we need many, including you, to be willing to use your social media contacts and your comments section to draw out the amazingness of baby and the why of life. You see, if Christians won't be excited and share who baby is, I don't know who will. And I want to emphasize two sources for that statement. An important person said, Go home to your people and share what great things God has done for you. Who was that? That was Jesus in Luke 8. Christians and non-Christians acknowledge that Jesus healed individuals. Jesus gave one individual his action steps after that person was healed. What did he say? He said, go home to your people and share what great things God has done for you. Ooh, it's that simple. It's not easy, but it's simple. Then there was a gentleman named Dietrich Bonhoeffer, a respected German Christian pastor and author living in Germany during World War II, and he was arrested by the Nazis and thrown into prison. While there, he was writing this, and he said, it's the business of Christians today, and that was in 1943, and it's worthwhile to hear today, to be willing to defend passionately human dignity. And that means the biblical idea that we are all made in the image of God. Makes sense? Okay. And that's what we need to do to make a difference, showing the wow of who baby is using our social media. That means friends, family, network. That's it. Will you consider joining us in sharing the images and videos that we post? But I could stop here, and maybe my staff wants me to stop. But wait, there's more. We want to prove or show why the preborn baby is a wow. You see, big numbers point to a big God. Now, I want to put some of those big numbers with baby. We had a starting point, and that's a single cell zygote, you and me, special, unique, one of a kind, starting to grow in mother's body. In our first cell, in your first cell, the zygote stage, that your unique DNA is the longest molecule known to man. Whoa. And by 8 weeks, you have 1 billion cells. Now that's 8 weeks from fertilization, 1 billion cells. And by birth, close to 1 trillion cells. And at the end of puberty, you will have between 80 and 100 trillion cells. That's amazing. Baby in the womb has real brain waves 42 days after fertilization. And baby makes 100 billion neurons for you to use because it connects with 100 trillion connections within the brain so you can use it. Baby in the womb develops your 4,000 body parts and 11 organ systems, which are all functioning together. And baby's heart starts beating at 22 days after fertilization. And at 10 weeks, though that heart has beaten 10.7 million times, and that's at 10 weeks from fertilization. And at birth, which is usually 38 weeks, 54 million heartbeats have happened. And that heart is made for a lifetime of 2.5 billion heartbeats. You didn't do it. I didn't do it for me, but it better be a wow to us. Oh, okay. Now you know just a few of the hundreds of reasons why we should all be excited to share who baby is. You may have questions. Please reach out to us. We even have a phone number, 360-284-BABY, or send us an email at info@babylifebegins, or please check out our website, www.babylifebegins.com. Please, let's work together to tell the world who baby is. We are for the Christian and the non-Christian, for the skeptic and the searcher. Right now, we have 61 videos and memes you can use. We want to double that in 2024. We will be posting on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, and a few others, but you don't have to wait for those to be posted. Just go to our website and look at those videos. Use them on your platform at any time in any way. And we would love to connect with the influencers out there. Let's talk. So to help you kind of prime the pump, get started, we will be sharing a video on Facebook as soon as we're done here, and you can send that one off to anybody you want. Get practiced. So I'm happy to answer any questions you might have before we wrap this up, or really at any time in the future. So maybe, Tammy, there might have been some questions in the comments.
Hi there again, Bob. It doesn't look like we have any questions, but we do have a couple of comments here. We can show them here at the bottom with Candace telling us how fascinating and amazing that this is. And it looks like there is a question here. How were all of these images captured?
Great question. There's something called embryoscopy and fetoscopy. It's a camera that sees baby because the chorion around baby from really week 4 to week 11, 12, it's transparent. And so baby can be viewed without harming baby. And so baby's living and having fun and doesn't even know there's a video going on. And so that's how these were captured for us. And very, very, very few people have ever seen that. So we put those together for you to see and you to share. How's that?
Well, I think that's amazing. Let's see if any other comments came up here. This is Rochelle. I'm going to put my glasses on to see it. Rochelle Maines. Candace has a question above. Okay, good. Thank you, Rochelle. Got that. And Rochelle also said how great this was. And Bob, you know me as a journalist for 30 years, or having that background, I'm always going to have questions. And one of the questions that I want to really put to you is, well, you know what, before we get to my question, let's look at another one that showed up here. I love putting these up here. Why are these images important or unique?
One, it's the first time in history, really, we have opportunity to share it with many, many people. The IQ of most people, let's say, there are a few who are in the medical field, but many people aren't, who have no clue. And so our IQ ratio is at 3% out of 100%. And we can move that up. And there's a maternal death and a baby death ratio that's at one of its highest point in American history. We want to lower that down and have well baby care, well mama care based on evidence. And that's why we're here.
Okay, so my question then, Bob, is about the mama. I know that, you know, with Baby Life Begins, there's such a heart for the mom with the unwanted pregnancy, or not, maybe not even unwanted, but just unexpected. And you know, I know that there's a deep desire to help that mom who might be alone, scared, worried. How is Baby Life Begins really going to help that mom?
We hope to provide the reasons, and we'll have some links on our website for resources for that. But most importantly, it's the relational one-to-one that people are going to connecting with. Oh, I didn't know you were in that situation. Let me help. Or I can take you to this appointment, or I can help raise this. So that's going to grow exponentially as people share and begin to risk using their own connections, because God's going to provide that opportunity. And those needs are going to start being met by us. Not just one organization, but starting everybody. And it'll be exciting because we're going to hear about that and you're going to share with us. And then we're going to share that with others. It's infectious. Isn't that cool?
Let me put up another question here from Rochelle. Is there a video or image that has impacted you the most? Because you've been looking at these Baby Life Begins pictures for a long time. And I wonder if there's one of them, which Rochelle here is wondering if there's one of them that's really kind of hit you in the feels.
No. The fact that they can all be together from a story from fertilization to birth is what is so amazing. And then you tie that with the prenatal development facts, all peer reviewed by the smartest of the smart. We live in this age where we can put those together. I'm blown away by these big numbers. Seriously, So I won't go into it, and we'll be posting many things about that. But that's probably the thing that gets me excited the most. What God has done to keep us alive every second. But it's for the non-Christian too. So I hope there are some seekers out there. I was a seeker for years. I'm still seeking that beautiful general revelation knowledge. Let's go for it together.
Yeah, I really wanted to talk about the science of it all too. And I know you went into all those numbers, and that was just amazing to hear about. But the science of how the baby is formed in the womb is a big part of Baby Life Begins, isn't it?
Well, and we have sources that you can go deep as you want with these sources. Remember, these are the smartest people in the world. There's prenatal textbooks, embryology textbooks, et cetera, that we will refer you to, or it's referred in the sources. So anybody who wants to go deep, go for it. But don't forget, we're starting to share just who baby is. Let's get a starting point, but you can go deep and we'll help you.
Yeah, that's really amazing. And so you gave some great information about how people can really get in touch. And it's really through the website. The website is where people can touch
That's
base.
true. That's
That's
true.
scrolling down at the bottom there, babylifebegins.com.
Yep.
And people can just search, right, on the other social platforms and find us.
Yep. And we love suggestions. We love comments. We are going to grow, and you're going to help us. That you is for people out there. We love ideas. We love ways to help reach this culture. So let's talk.
All right, Bob, I think that's it. Do you have any closing words before we sign off here?
Just thanks to everybody. Remember, we need your help to tell the world who baby is. So God bless.
Good. All right. Thank you so much, everybody, for joining us. You're going to love these pictures. These are pictures and videos that, I had never seen until I started talking with Bob about Baby Life Begins. And I think you're just going to be stunned and amazed about what you see. So please join us on the social platforms and, of course, at the website, babylifebegins.com. Thank you so much for joining us for this launch party, our grand opening, and we can't wait to see you and have you start sharing the content of Baby Life Begins. Take care. God bless you.